have you never played any COD game, man?
Nope.
Yeah, so you've never had a console.
I've had a PS3.
So how? Wait, when did you get the PS3? When it came out, or years later?
Maybe like a year ago.
A year ago. So years and years later.
Something like that.
Wait, a year ago. Then a year ago, the PS4 already came out.
Look, I got
No,
my PS3 for 20
PS4
bucks.
came
Right?
out 3 years ago. 5 years ago. Now that I think of it. Holy cow.
I got my PS3 for 20 bucks. I'm happy with it. I wasn't gonna spend on PS4.
I mean, yeah, you do have a point, I guess. Like, 20 bucks is a really good deal. But you should get a Call of Duty game, man. Like,
Maybe one day.
one day. I think the first Call of Duty game I had was World War. Exactly when the PS3 came out, I got the really fat one. This is first version. I got it and I was hooked with Call of Duty World War. Every single day whenever I came from school, it was just to play that game. I would go to sleep at 2, 3 a.m. to wake up at 6.
World of War is the cheese, and a lot of kids don't know about it growing up. They just kind of start at, Black Ops 2 or Infinite Warfare, and I'm like, oh my gosh. You gotta go to where, like, the origins of zombies are.
Right?
Treyarch.
Does-
Awesome.
Does Black Ops 4 have all the different multiplayer modes? Like gun game, infection.
I
See,
haven't checked, but
I
I
don't
don't-
think they do. I did notice, though, that they got rid of Ground War.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
sad if that's not the case. That's a big no for me.
I really hope they do, because it's really just a multiplayer based game. Like, it's all online.
Definitely.
But
Honestly, if I got Black Ops 4, it'd be totally just for the multiplayer fun modes. I mean, that's basically what I do with Overwatch already. It's all arcade all the time.
That's how I felt about Call of Duty Ghosts. Like, I loved it because of the infected game mode.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. And then other Call of Duty, I think it was like Modern Warfare 3 followed suit with that. Or
Yeah.
wait, which one came first? Modern Warfare 3 or Ghosts? Man, I'm gonna need a list.
that is a good question. Let me check that. COD Ghost release date,
And
and
and they have
then
knives
COD MW3
BR4.
release date. I
Ghost
think
is like
Ghost is
on-
afterwards. Yeah, Ghost came 2 years after MW3.
Mm.
But like, I don't know. I don't think I ever got Ghost. I got every single Call of Duty game except Infinite Warfare and Ghost. Although I
You took a break at good points. Very good.
although I did play the story for Ghost, because my cousin had it and I played on his Xbox. So I finished it in like 5 to 6 hours,
Ah.
and that was
And you see, you can have a difference of opinion on the Call of Duties. There's no riot. I think it was on Reddit where I saw like the different subreddits for each Call of Duty game, and they'd like jump back and forth at each other, like complaining about how the other one's wrong. And I'm like, people can have their preference. They don't, you know what I mean?
right.
Okay. This might be blasphemous, but I enjoy the Call of Duty series, even though I've never played one.
Would you look
How,
at the?
Alright,
how do you what? How do
Listen, I'm just.
how do you like the Call of Duty series if you never
I've
played
seen
one?
quite a lot of them. I've just never played them myself.
Oh, like you've actually seen gameplays and such.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Mm.
Cause I don't know. I've loved World War, the whole trilogy of Modern Warfare. I loved it. That's my favorite trilogy. But then Black Ops,
Right.
like I don't know. I got Black Ops 1, the second one. I never got the third one, but I did play it. And World 4th, Positivity got it for me.
Hey, that's what's up. Yeah, it's good. And I told him like we both kind of agree we were kind of in it for the zombies, but it's nice to have like those varieties. You're not just paying the game for the zombies. If the zombies is bad, you just have nothing else to go to. Although the zombies tends to be the best thing the game has to offer.
Right?
Are the zombies literal zombies?
They
Yes.
are, but it's turning into a system. When I noticed that with Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, it gradually turned into a system where you kind of create your own character for zombies in a sense that you have your own perks and you have, your own kind of gun setup and everything. It's not so much that everything is
Oh,
on the map for everyone to get. And I don't like as soon as the introduction of Gobblegum came out, I personally didn't like it, and I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that, but I liked it when you could just like go and explore the perks as a group, and all go find the best thing together instead of like each having your own class, and depending on what level you are, get higher.
Exactly.
Great.
Wasn't it Black Ops 3 that they actually had a level up system where you could completely customize the guns you were using?
Yeah. Yeah, and it didn't feel like zombies didn't work. And that's what Advanced Warfare did, matter of fact. Advanced Warfare was a huge turnoff, not only because the zombies were like freaking bullets. I mean, you couldn't even, catch up to them sometimes. It was just crazy how fast they were running. Like, and then you get swatted and you go down in like a couple hits. But also the fact that Advanced Warfare had that perk system starting. Like, it reminded me of Ghosts so much. With Ghosts and Aliens, it was like, it wasn't really like you're fighting aliens. It looked like you were really just trying to hold a point. You drop a sentry turret, it'd come out of nowhere, and it's like, it doesn't really feel like a survival kind of game. It feels like an experience game, which might be good for some, but,
Wait.
it's like itself, I don't.
Do you have Call of Duty Ghosts?
I had it on, I think it was PS4. I had it on PS4.
Is it available for PC?
Maybe. Yeah, it was the first game to come to next gen, so first Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, it's on Steam. Never mind. Like, I've never seen anyone play it. Like, none of my friends. Like, I've never seen anyone just say playing Call of Duty Ghost. Is it a dead game?
Maybe. I'm not too sure, but I know this for a fact. Someone on Reddit today posted that Black Ops 2, I think for PC, its online player base is now less than 1,000, which is just crazy. You kind of see how like the torch was like passed on. Even with Black Ops 3 out, I mean, tons of people were still on Black Ops 2, but people are saying that Black Ops 4 was kind of like the torch being passed from Black Ops 2. Which is interesting,
Is that because they're similar in any way, or?
Well, I think the zombies is what really did it, and also the time period. I mean, you got to remember, Black Ops 4 takes place 5 years, I think, after or 5 years before Black Ops 2. I think that's the time period we're working with. 2020 is actually like the time period of Black Ops 4. Correct me if I'm wrong with that in the comments. I'm not 100%, but I think that's it. But yeah, it's
Black Ops 4, the time period?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
I honestly have like no idea. Oh, apparently it's between 2025 and 2065.
Black Ops 4?
That's like 40 years time span.
Well, I know Black Ops 3 is 2065. But see, Black Ops 4 kind of ties in all campaigns together, so maybe that's why they're saying that.
Yeah. Plus the zombies, like the story, they do like time travel and have multiverses. So it's a back and forth on the zombies. Which I really love on Black Ops 4. The Easter eggs that they have from previous games and previous zombies is a really nice touch to it.
Oh yeah, they did good.
But although like now I feel just all based on being able to level up and customize your weapon, otherwise you won't be that great. Like, say, I don't remember which Call of Duty was it, but whenever you pack a punch a gun, it would come out with a scope.
Right.
And it would be a lot better. And
Yeah,
but now it's just the same. It's just whatever you customize it to.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I like maybe people do find it better, but not for me, I guess. Like I
Right,
really like
yeah.
when it was the same for everyone, kept a balance for me. But oh well. So Rensa, instead of playing Call of Duty, what games were you playing back then?
Back then, as in,
Like,
He's like, how far back we going?
let's say, what was the first Call of Duty you were aware that existed?
Black Ops 2, probably. Or actually, before that, I don't know, Modern Warfare, the original one came out before then.
Yes.
Then that would be it.
So what were you doing back then? Like, when you knew there was a Call of Duty series, but you didn't have it.
I think I remember being in middle school and watching someone play it on a laptop. Honestly. And I'm like, what is that? Why are you shooting people? And they're like, it's a game. And I'm like, must not be a really good game.
Call of Duty was pretty much my childhood. Along, dude, I
that's a
am
big
so
shoot.
ashamed of saying this, but along with Wizard 101.
I saw so many
I played that.
advertisements of that.
I played
Oh
it.
my
You
god.
I regret it.
you played Wizard 101.
Yes, I did.
I did too. I'm pretty sure
I would
That-
like to forget.
during the whole playtime, I pretty much spent over a good $1,000.
I didn't spend nearly that much, but it was at least 150. All right.
Every week, my mom would give me like $2 to $3 per day, and I would save them. So by the end of the week, I could get a card to get crowns.
Hey, there you go.
That-
Mine was mostly membership, honestly. Like, I always played monthly just because I didn't want to spend the money on annual. And then I would end up spending twice the amount. So I'd always have the $60 sales on annual, and I'd be like, I'm paying $10 a month.
Dude,
Holy cow.
when did you join Wizard 101?
2008.
Oh, so pretty much
No,
when it
to-
came out.
Yeah, right after the beta.
Holy crap! So you were actually before me. I came out with when Marleybone came out. Yeah, Marleybone.
Wasn't the yes? I believe it was in the original one stuff. It was only Dragonspire that came out later, wasn't it?
Wait, Marleybone is the third one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, never mind. Yeah, it's Dragonspire. Yeah, I don't.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like just thinking about MW2 and whatnot.
Look, it's a game, but it's not the highlight. I would say of what I play.
I
I wouldn't go back to it for obvious reasons, but it was there.
Yes, dude.
It's a giant cash grab. That's all it is.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, to be honest, in Wizard 101, it's where I actually learned English.
Really?
Yeah, cause I did. I saw this ad on TV about Wizard 101 when it came out. I'm like, wait, maybe I should try this out, and
Alright,
I did.
How would you learn English on that?
Okay, so
It's interesting.
so I didn't know that you could put it on Spanish. The game, like the whole thing, you could download it in Spanish and whatnot. So instead of downloading in English, and I didn't know what it was saying. Like I didn't know what to do because obviously I didn't know English. So it made no sense. I just followed the pictures, followed the arrow, and just did what he asked me of me. And then I kept like relating stuff. It's like, oh, this means this, and this means that. And then with friends actually helped a lot.
Dude, get out.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
that's
Yo, what up? You recording?
Dude, and
Yo, you
the
wanna see my
crazy
ass?
thing about
I'm not
that
wearing
is
underwear.
like, you know, people nowadays, like Overwatch, for instance, you can't buy.
why would I?
You've got to like literally
see it's
buy
free,
the
$10 a
different
touch.
language version of it. It's just crazy.
15 to
You
play.
No,
can't
you can
just,
actually
like-
change the language.
Can you?
Yeah, I've done it.
Were
Oh
you
my
paying
God.
me?
Man, I
You
need to-
you have to go to game settings on the Battle.net app and
Sell
change
some
it.
to Edric.
I did not know that. And it changes in game all the stuff.
Yes, it's about 800 megabytes to download each language, but
That's, I did not know. There you
And you can switch it between spoken language and written language as well. You don't have to do both. So you can use English text, but have them be called in Vietnamese if you want to. Although that's probably not an option. But let me tell you, every character is amazing in French.
Interesting.
There's a Hispanic version, isn't there? Like
I
for
thought it was
Overwatch.
money, but apparently you can change it, which is awesome.
I play with French voices all the time.
I'm pretty sure there's a Spanish version.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Spanish language. I swear it costed money, but
Go ahead and switch it right now. Like,
Yeah,
go
no.
ahead, do it. Just click on Overwatch, click on options, then game setting.
Game settings for what?
For Overwatch, change your language.
Why?
I'm changing mine to Spanish.
Why would you do that?
Except text.
Why not?
Trust me, you do not want that.
I've done it. Text is the text in game, voices is voices. Clear.
If you don't understand something, just let me know. I'll walk you through.
I'm gonna be asking for like every message someone sends. I'll start with voice.
Yeah.
That way I
Alright.
can spam something and slowly understand it.
So going back to how I learned English, it was just not Whistle 101. It helped me a lot, that's for sure. But mainly, I think mainly it was Whistle 101, but I also like to watch TV and a lot of movies in English, even though I didn't understand it. But I knew what some words meant, and I could relate what they were saying with what they were doing. It helped a lot, because over here in Puerto Rico, you don't get to choose whether you're gonna learn English or not in school, because they do teach it by default, like it's mandatory to take English. But since it's mandatory now, not a lot of people want to learn English. They really don't care to teach it right. They just teach whatever there is, and they repeat the same thing over and over again for 12th grades.
That's the issue with a mandatory language in education systems. They'll do the minimum possible.
Exactly. So
Teachers don't like being forced to teach something.
right, but I mean, like if it's an English teacher and he requested that job, then he should do a good job for it, you know? Not just
Definitely.
get it to just F around and not actually
Right.
teach. So that's what happens here. Like, we take English every single school year for 12 years. Well, 13, including kindergarten, because they actually do teach a little bit of English over there too. And you see that, I swear, like over 60% of Puerto Ricans don't know English. And they've been taught English their whole lives. So, I don't know if a system
just-
or teachers or actually the people that actually don't want to learn. But,
Right.
yeah,
It's
man,
extremely common with any mandatory language system.
true.
Not just in Puerto Rico, but in any sort of. I mean, in America, you have people learning Spanish, and sometimes they do a good job, but mostly people go out of. Unless they pursue higher education, they'll go out with a very limited understanding.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, it is mandatory. People don't want to take it. They don't want to do anything in it.
I mean,
But,
you do have some people that will pursue
yeah,
because they actually
true.
are enjoying it, but majority of people probably don't do that.
No, what?
Yeah, the majority of people just want to have a good time in school and don't want to actually do any learning. But the ones that do are getting affected by those people that don't want to do anything.
Right.
So it's, I don't know. System over here is not that great, I guess, but can't really play it. At least since 7th grade, I was in a private school where it was classified as bilingual when it shouldn't be, because technically every school over here is bilingual, but they do teach more stuff in English. The only Spanish courses were Spanish and history. and that's it. Like everything else was in English. Math was in English. Science was in English. Marketing. So everything was in English. And you know what?
Mhm.
Even though being in a private school that parents do pay for a lot, they didn't care. Like,
That's just so. Oh man. That's
yeah. Like, you could literally just ask something in English and that person would not reply in English.
Oh my gosh.
Like, maybe they could understand it,
Mhm.
but that's it. That's their limit. Understanding the language, not being able to speak it.
Right. Right.
So,
Shoot.
yeah, it's kind of a waste. Because what actually happened was English was gonna be our main language, to be honest. Because, US do own us, but
Right.
so people did, people wanted to stick with them, with the
Mhm.
main language. They're like, hey, I'm Puerto Rican, and I'm Puerto Rican.
Right.
That's it. You cannot make me
Mhm.
change. And this is
Right,
my
right.
main language. I'm not gonna learn yours because you told me so. So it's been like that the whole time. Our main language is in Spanish. I mean, all of us talk Spanish, but
Mhm.
technically it's English, and people don't like that.
Yeah, it's. Yeah, meanwhile, you got people like myself who just have one language and struggle even with that.
But hey,
yeah.
it helped me. I'm
Mhm.
here. I'm talking with you guys. I'm able to communicate with other people. I'm able to play flawlessly.
I mean,
With
yeah,
other
and I wouldn't
people.
have I wouldn't have suspected that English was anything other than your first language if you said so.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll take that as a
Yeah, dude.
compliment.
Pretty fluent, yeah.
I've been, yeah, like, my whole life I've been trying to pursue the English language, and my Spanish is not that great, to be honest. I mean, it is. Like, I speak it, of course, but you have to write it. I would make a lot of mistakes writing, and I don't know. Just I find English so
Yeah,
much easier than
writing
Spanish.
is where it gets tricky.
Yes.
Like when I'm learning Spanish, I'm like, oh man, I can't even write, let alone read sometimes when it's like high vocabulary, you know? It's just,
You see an accent in Spanish like,
mucho
huh?
difícil, yeah, but I can totally relate on that.
You see the I with an S saying, it's like, what does
Yeah,
that
I'm like,
mean?
nope, I'm out of here. Adios.
We had to take mandatory language all the way from elementary school when I was in school. And so I took a ton of Spanish all the way up till probably even up till my first year of college. Sometimes I can do really good and I can speak fluently. The other times I feel like I'm back in first grade.
Right.
Like, give me a pencil.
Oh yeah, real talk, real freaking talk.
Oh,
There's
man.
just so many gaps in education.
Yeah. I mean, what was the favorite thing you like to do in school? Anyone?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Oh yeah, I mean, I kind of like sleep. I like to doodle around when I'm not learning something. It's just sometimes a learning environment, especially like in university, it's just not well organized. Sometimes there's only one way a class can be taught, and the professor usually doesn't want to change the way things have been because, why could he care? You're only here for one semester. You're in and you're out,
Yeah.
But, it's. I mean, I'd say like the most important things that I've learned in school have been through labs. Like today, for instance, in one laboratory, I was able to see concrete and cement and aggregate and all that stuff come together into like a mold, and it was pretty interesting. That's like the foundation of engineering, buildings and stuff. It's just concrete, seeing that happen. But you can't teach that in the classroom as well as you can in the lab,
Yeah, no.
when you're
I-
actually seeing it done, it's awesome how they do it. But
Yeah, no, I get you. But I think over here, what I like doing is just sit at the student center and just watch new guys freak out on what
Yep.
on what they're supposed to do. Like, can I sit here? Can like no people be around here?
That's me every day.
Yep.
Wait, it's your first year of college?
No, it's my third.
Oh, it's you
But it
still
feels
do
like
it.
Hey, yep.
Every day.
Here, yeah.
This is barely my second, and I don't know what I'm talking about. For the first years, cause it happened to me.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. You know exactly how they feel when they're when they're dealing with stuff, and it's like, yep, been there, done that.
Yeah, and I also like sitting in the student center because there's this part where people actually bring their old systems, like old consoles. They got Nintendo 64s, GameCubes, and whatnot, and we would just play Mario 64, Smash
Big deal.
Bros, Super Smash Bros. Yeah, it's pretty fun over there. I mean,
Nice, yeah.
it's what do you call it? I guess we can call it a nerd environment, but it's
Right,
really
right.
fun. And
Yeah,
it's strictly not to nerds because there's actually a lot of people who goes there just to watch and play. We got athletes, LTC buddies, including me.
Mm-hmm.
You got pretty much everything over there. So that's what I like to do over there. Just chill it out and just socialize with random people.
It's awesome, dude. Yeah, sometimes the student centers over here, oh my gosh, it's like a jungle gym. They'll actually call it study center, and they'll just have like, 20 people in there studying, all making a ruckus, and I'm like, how the heck does anyone study, in an environment where you have all these students crammed in here like sardines? I just don't get it. But it is what it is.
Yeah. So Renza, what are you studying?
Biochemistry.
Wait, what?
Biochemistry.
Biochemistry. How do you like it so far?
It's something. Sometimes I wish I had done, like something else. Liberal arts.
There you go.
Do you guys have
Might not be able to use it later, but at least it'd be fun.
Do you guys have to take all calculus
Up to vector at least.
up to vectors? So that's calculus 2
Oh,
or calculus 1.
3 here.
see, it
Oh,
depends.
3.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
calculus 3 for us.
Oh, I think it was like mid calculus 1 for us. Yeah,
That's something.
yeah, because we take calculus 1 and physics together. Because they
Like
teach
in the same
vectors.
class, or in different
No,
classes?
no, like
Oh, good. No hypers. That'd be awful.
like if you're taking calculus 1, you can take physics at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
But
Okay.
yeah, and oh, it's just so weird. I sometimes think that computer engineering is like too much work. I love it, but just looking for further down the road, it's just like, do I really want to do this?
Would you say it's the coding that kind of does it, or what do you think?
No, because you see,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really like to stick to software stuff, and then I found out that computer engineering is hardware stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. But computer engineering can actually like just concentrate on software too, instead of just like hardware stuff. Because we technically take electrical engineering and software engineering into one. Like we just combine those two.
I see.
So we can go
Right,
either
right.
way. We can just go study this for building them or study this for programming
Mhm.
them. So sometimes I think that I should change to software engineering. And then the days I feel like really lazy, I feel like I should just change to like administration or marketing
Right.
and just do nothing. Which, no offense to people who study that. Not saying that it's easy, but it's easier than engineering. Just
Yeah.
yeah, just want to get that like clarified.
engineering's a little messy. You know, it's there's
Yes.
a lot of weed out classes. I'm sure you guys both know at your universities. The weed out classes, you can tell when it is one. The professor will never change the way the course is structured. He doesn't really take suggestions. He kind of just goes as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just so cruel. I mean, sometimes, you know, even though they're weed out classes, sometimes it's like, for instance, a class I'll fail or withdraw from, and it's like, oh boy, well now I got to take that again, even though I'm staying in the College of Engineering. Like, some students are just persistent. I mean, some students are like, okay, I failed it, so what? I'm gonna go back and take it again. You know, and other students are like, it's time to change my major. I failed the class.
Yeah.
It's totally different odds of the spectrum, you know, ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you. And talking about major, you're in civil engineering and you love
Yep.
the bridges. What got you into bridges? Like, what
Um,
motivated you to like just
See,
focus on bridges?
important thing to note is it's not specifically the bridges that I like. It's designing roads and highways.
Right, the
So
roads.
all bridges is like a part of it. Yeah, it's like I don't know, dude. I just like designing roads. It's some weird, I guess kink you could call it. I don't know really like why I do like it. I just do, and it's I'm stuck with. You know, so
When
Yeah,
I don't know
my
if that
fetish
really
is
answers your
designing
question.
roads.
I
Thank
see,
you.
like I don't know how best to put it. It's a funny thing.
I mean, what actually motivated you to do it? Like, when did you find out that you like roads?
Well, see, one of my professors, or one of my teachers in high school, my freshman year, kind of joked when I like designed roads. He's like, "Oh, you could be the city's next urban planner," and you know, he kind of said that as a joke, but I took it seriously and started like investigating, like, what does like a road planner do, or an urban planner do, you know? And I'm like, ah, interesting.
And
So-
you just went for it.
And I just went for it, and then I changed it. Well, then see, I changed it to architectural. Because then I decided I liked building stuff, but then I realized I didn't like building buildings, and now I'm a civil because why not? But yeah, no, that's how it kind of went out of proportion. Kind of weird.
So that's
Y'all here talking about engineering, and I'm just sitting here. Ooh, acid.
acid.
Chemistry.
The college I'm at, they focus on engineering, but I see a lot of chemistry guys too, and I don't know how they like it. Like, you're in biochemist, or at least studying for it.
Mm.
What is interesting about chemistry?
You know, I really don't know. Honestly, what got me into chemistry in the first place is we had to do job shadowing during middle school, like a lot of places where I was, and so I randomly got paired with a chemistry professor at the college nearby. So I sat in on one of her classes, and she's like, "Wow, you know, like, because I'm a middle school, I don't know what I'm doing." She's like, "Wow, you could be a chemist one day." And be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show her." And I did it.
Look at you now. She would be proud.
Right.
You know? Not saying she's dead or anything, but
I mean,
sort of the-
for as
Oh,
much
man.
crap as I give it, I do enjoy it.
Mhm.
So it's not terrible.
Good, yeah.
I remember I actually knew what I wanted to study. You know what I'm studying now, computer engineering. When I was in 5th grade,
Mhm.
and you know, when you're a little kid, people always ask you like, "Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to study when you grow up? Whatnot?" And I always had a straight answer. I want to be a computer engineer. And back then,
Uh-huh.
computers were not, you know, like a thing yet. I mean,
Right,
like it was, but not over here. So people didn't see the potential computers have.
Potentiality,
Yeah, and they will always give me this look. It was like, not good
the heck
for
is
it."
wrong with that
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I always had that look that judge you just by the eyes. upon me. I was like,
Right,
Oh.
right. How old are you again?
I am 19.
Made that? I'm sorry. When you made that first decision, that initial kind of pick to be a computer
Well,
engineer.
5th grade. Let's see. That's
Like 10.
6. Yeah, like 6, and then like 4. Yeah, 10 to 11 years.
Nice. Wow. Good on you. Yeah.
So, what? 8 years? 8 years of know what to do. Well, the thing is, I actually never like people coming to engineering already knowing programming and coding languages and whatnot,
Mhm.
and I'm over here like, so what am I supposed to do again?
Right.
What's this language?
Okay.
But I like it, and
As long as
indeed
you
it
like
is.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Key is to not go to college for the money, or you're gonna have a miserable time.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
I'm not saying not, throw the money consideration out the window entirely. I'm just saying if your primary focus is to go in it for the money, oh man,
Yeah, you're in
God
a
bless your soul.
bad
That's all I
spot.
gotta. That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Money is
Good.
not happiness unless the job that you want has a lot of money. In which case, good for you. You're both.
Right? It's
Good
a
for you. Are you hiring?
Uh, I've always heard that phrase. Money isn't happiness.
Yes, it
But-
is. What do they don't know?
It's kind of like, hey man, if you give me a shit ton of money, I'm gonna be happy as hell. Like it
I
would.
guess it also depends on what you buy it on too.
Exactly. It's like what you spend it on. Let's say you're
Was it
really.
one?
Hey man, I regret that decision. Alright. Like if I could have my $1,000 back, I'll upgrade my PC. But then again, I would lose my English if I take it back. Because this is what started for me.
Mm.
All right.
You know what? I think I might just get on Wizard one day and see if my old friends still play. If they
See,
haven't removed me.
I do that every so often, just to see like how things have changed and stuff, and then I forget it. And I'm like, I'm never coming back to this.
And there's so much stuff too. Like they actually keep upgrading the game more and more. And not that long ago, they had a graphics overhaul.
I haven't been there
Oh,
since then.
man.
Yeah, so that I don't know. It's actually progressing, and a lot of people are actually joining more than ever for some reason.
Sick.
Gonna have to drag policy into it one day.
See, people try to get me into WoW and it failed. They got me into LOL and then it failed. And then
You have to love it
ESO
because you hate
failed. Like I don't know what it is. And then Overwatch, and it's like, holy cow, this is the best game ever. And I don't know why.
Right? It's just
Dumbfounded.
when Overwatch came out, I hated its concept.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a 6-man team against another 6-stack,
Right.
and just like same modes over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh, it was just a quick play in the main menu, and that was it. You couldn't choose anything else, and it was big oof.
So I don't know. I didn't see why I would ever buy it, and why would I ever try it. I was hooked with Call of Duty games and League of Legends, but then Overwatch threw this offer for like $15, I think it was. I got the game.
Right.
I was like, sure, $15. I mean, I can afford that. It's just not that much compared to $40 that is on PC.
Right.
So I get it and I try it out. I'm like, oh shit, is this really what I've been missing?
See, I'm a new player. I only got it very recently. Because of the Overwatch League.
Oh, yeah.
So but it's still a wonderful game. Like something about it is just timeless, no matter how many modes you play.
Right?
It just feels, even though it's the same thing, it feels like it's not.
I know, and just the team composition and people in it and communication and everything about it, every single aspect just makes it unique. Every single match.
What communication?
Hey man, at
I
least,
don't know what you're talking about.
at least with positivity night, there is some.
Yeah,
Look,
dude,
I play in
we
bronze.
keep trying, we keep hitting them.
Wait, you
The
place bronze?
Yeah, so the only communication I get is, why aren't you guys playing correctly? Or, you guys suck.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I am gonna get on my other account and I am gonna help you out.
No,
There you go.
I'm fine.
guys
I
heard
don't
it
play
here.
competitive.
You guys heard it here.
Oh,
I would play competitive Mystery Heroes.
wow, that actually be a really great idea.
Competitive mystery. Oh my gosh. I could imagine people just losing it for the hero they get. You know?
Why did I get this stupid?
Oh man, that would be a sight to see. Could you imagine that?
Yeah,
Oh,
you would.
That's a genius idea. You need to contact Jeff like right away.
yep. I'm gonna reach out to him on Twitter.
Go talk to Papa Jeff.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this right now.
You're gonna email them. Oh man, I don't. And I love the little weekly events they do. Like they just like spectate custom games, the most popular custom games, and they just implement that mode in a weekly event.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good that they keep up with the community that it has. Like, hey, these people like this, so let's give it to them. Let's make it available for anyone else to notice. And I like it about them. It's just they're always there. They're always up.
Yeah, they do this.
to, yeah. But then in Call of Duty,
Go.
like, hey man, I made it like this. You don't like it? Well, too bad for you. You bought the game.
I really hope this battle royale thing isn't a norm for Call of Duty, and that it's kind of a one kind of thing, or one time thing. Because campaign was awesome.
Right? I really
Campaign
love
was
the
awesome.
campaign. I miss it.
And what they did this year, it's like they kind of gave us these clips, these intel things. People are like, it's so far fetched, you can't tell what is concrete happening. It's crazy.
I know.
It
Like,
gives 10 pieces of intel and call it a campaign.
it's because what
Story.
the campaign is just, well, I mean, I can't call it a campaign. It's just the story videos is the same as if you were playing multiplayer, but with bots
Exactly.
to unlock
Exactly.
videos. I mean, what kind of concept is that? I don't like it.
Mhm.
I don't like how they implemented that. Why not just do a story around the videos?
Exactly. Yes.
But hey,
It non-Biggles me.
do you imagine like 1.5 years from now, they come up with a DLC just for the campaign?
That would actually be pretty funny of them. Could you imagine? Like, everybody would be in an uproar, and they'd be complaining that they didn't get their blackout mode. Myself included. Well, I hear the blackout's going to be changing throughout the years, so I'm hoping that's true because
Really?
I'm already like tired of the map, and it's been the same since the beta. I don't think, unless someone can mention something in the comments, I don't think anything's changed about blackout since the start. Not that I can think of.
Change from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Alright, I have sent a strongly worded email.
Wait, you actually did it?
Yeah.
Huh. Trying to search if they're gonna like change it from time to time, but I don't see anything. And also, do you guys like how they? Well, I mean, by you guys, I mean positivity, because Renzo doesn't have it.
Nice yellow.
Uh-huh. No.
Do you like how they implement the characters on multiplayer? Like, what do you call it? The operators? No, operators for Siege. What are they
I don't
called?
even know. Like the customization for multiplayer, it gets so confusing for me. Like I understand the create a class, but then when you're choosing your operator, I don't know what the heck's going on, and I just choose a random one. I'm like, okay, I'll do this one. But it's like I don't have time to go through all the heroes and see, okay, which one's the best operator. You know?
True. What else do you think they're gonna do on Overwatch?
That's something that scared me is that the events, Overwatch is Halloween. It's the third year they've done this. And it hasn't really changed all that much compared to Retribution, where you got like a whole new game mode.
Right?
Halloween, it's getting scary, yo. Like, what's gonna happen next Halloween? Is it gonna be the exact same thing, just more heroes opened up?
Yes.
You know? It's just like, what in the world? So I'm kind of terrified. Like, just the longevity of Overwatch in general, it's always scared me. Like, they can't keep uploading. You can't keep, like, sending out skins and especially voice lines. The actors can't keep talking on and on for years. You know, they're gonna want to quit eventually. I can already tell they started doing that. I think it was the first year Overwatch came out. Every single event, every hero had like a voice line or two. And then the second year, they still did. And then the third year, this year, every event, it's like now some heroes aren't getting new voice lines. And I noticed that with Torb, my boy Torb, he's not getting any voice lines. And I'm just like, what the heck? And I could tell it was going to happen because this just can't keep going on forever. It's way too strenuous.
Right.
And they better not make no Overwatch 2.0. I mean, I don't understand why they need that. I'm hoping that isn't the case either, but
This was my first Halloween, and so it was the first time I got to try the Junkenstein's Revenge game mode.
But
I got tired of it after the first day.
wow.
Really?
Kind of shows.
I
There just wasn't much substance to it.
Oh yeah, the summer games too. That Lucio Ball, nothing really changed about that either. They literally added a new map, but
Okay, I enjoyed Lucio Ball. All
none
right.
of the mechanics. I hate Lucio. I'm just gonna say I hate Lucio. But no, that's pretty like it.
I did like it because I want to be able to play Rocket League and Overwatch.
Oh my god.
But now,
And it's
We
competitive.
just-
There's competitive too, dude. You got your wish.
yeah, I did. Now we've got to bring Overwatch to Rocket League. There we go.
Mhm.
6v6. Let's get some blinks in there.
Get
Some
some,
blinks.
or we get some. Oh, I'd be down for 6v6. They wouldn't even allow that in the custom games. That's what really frustrated me.
Yeah.
Please, like for Junkenstein's Revenge, one of my requests is like, please make it a 12-player Junkenstein's Revenge. That'd be so cool.
Ooh.
You're not going against, the game limits. It's 12 people. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
You know what I mean?
Just-
Fine.
Throw more bots that come out of nowhere, that appear out of nowhere. They become Sombra.
Exactly.
Here's an
No.
idea: 12-player mystery Junkenstein Revenge.
I dig it. Hey, this gonna
that sounds actually pretty cool. Can you
But if you
imagine?
got 12 people, you're not going to be able to balance it with 12 people. I mean, we are. Blizzard isn't.
right.
Do you imagine just everyone but Bastion keeps dying, so everyone becomes Bastion? It'll just be a shield game. They'll just be sitting there, casually shooting, just talking about their life.
Right.
If you can't tell, I identify as chaotic neutral.
Yes. Oh man. You know what? I think it was, I don't know, whenever I get a game that I think is gonna be bad, but turns out to be really good, I lose my summer all over it.
Oh man.
It happened.
Example.
It happened with Rainbow Six Siege. When the starter edition came out for like $10 or $15, I got it. Yeah, I'm a cheap person, guys. And
Noted.
and I think that summer I did over 200 hours on Siege.
Holy cow.
Yes.
I own the game, never played it.
Really?
Yep.
I got the season pass for this year.
Give me a tutorial sometime.
And I don't know, I haven't played it since like February. And then on Overwatch, when I got it, I think I did over 150 on summer.
Over the summer?
Yes. I didn't get to play more because I actually traveled, and well, that that affected my game time.
Right.
But you know, I did 150 hours is still a lot, I think, for just 2 months. But then again, people have over 3,000 hours on Overwatch already.
Dude, it is insane.
So, have you guys ever played Garry's mod?
Yes.
I got a bunch of errors and blue checkerboards and purple checkerboards, and then I stopped.
Why
I
don't
played quite a lot of it, and then I
Sick of
stopped,
using
and then I went back 2 years later, and then I stopped.
right? That keeps happening to me. I'm like, this gets boring. And I come back and I found this amazing server with a lot of chatty people. I get hooked again. Then after a month or two, I just like, no. But then I come back. I think on Aura, let me see how many hours I got on that game. 272 on this
I don't
account.
even know how many I have on them.
On this account. I think on my other account I have over 500. I don't remember why I have it twice.
I've got about 1,300.
Jeez. Watch, I probably have something crazy that I'm like judging y'all.
They're all from
Man.
several years, like what feels like a million years ago.
Oh my god. Why do we never play Garry's mod? Like that'd be cool. You just
So many mod incompatibilities, but if we can get those fixed, I am totally down for that.
I'm
Right.
down. Let's do it, and so we can forget it in 2 days.
There
Like,
you go.
shield there and just construct stuff and just have a really good laugh on it. You know what?
Get a cool server going.
Yeah. But to set up a server, it's
That's the main constraint everybody seems to have during these couple of months. It's time. We all seem to be busy in the fall
yeah.
rather than the summer, which I really regret. You know, like with my server, for instance. I started it in a time that was just terrible. I mean, it was near the end of the summer, and we're getting a lot of people, and then everybody got busy, and kind of like a drought right now. And then people left. People joined though, but so it's kind of a trade-off. But I still got that pulse going. Trying, but, yeah.
Talking about servers, hey guys, if you want to try this out, just take some time of your time and just talk with us. I'll leave the link in the description below for the server. And joining this guy's server, he's really cool about it. He puts a lot of dedication to it. Like I've never seen anyone else
Dedication.
put that much time into the server. Like,
Talking about me?
yes.
Yeah, heck yeah. There we go.
Harissa, how did you join this server?
I don't remember.
He doesn't remember.
No, I literally do not remember.
Was it someone invited you or
Nope.
or Reddit?
I found it somewhere. Reddit, that was it, Reddit.
So it wasn't that long ago.
Reddit. Oh, snap.
I
yeah.
read it on Reddit.
I've advertised there twice out of the entire time my server's been up. We'll probably advertise again during the November. Getting some traffic. Like last time, like the first time I uploaded, I'm just like, join my server. This time I was like, join my server. We got movie night, game night. You know what I mean? It kind of explodes over 100 people. That way, it's incredible. It's not crazy.
I can't forget.
Game night. There you go. Some come for movie night. Some come for game night. Although I'm trying to reel in more people with the movie night by saying cooler things about it. Like,
Saying cooler.
choose which movie you want to do. So, people watching this podcast on YouTube, if you want an awesome movie night every Saturday or game night Friday night, you know which server to come to. And no, it's not called Mixed Vibes. It's called positive vibes. Everybody here is positive.
Hell
Including Dalpo. Negativity.
yeah.
Which is great.
That's a cool. I really like my name on Overwatch, man. Cause
Dude, I like it. I'm glad you kept it. 'Cause
like people say, "Hey, man, you're not playing by your role. You're called negativity, but you're being really positive." Like, hey, man, that's the beauty of it.
anybody, like, you're literally pushing the motive that anybody can be positive. There is potentiality in anyone, even someone named Negativity. I love it. We need to make some kind of documentary about this shit. Oh my gosh, it'd be awesome.
No, you should totally do it.
You know, man, kind of difficult, but you know, being that a lot of us are in different countries, Canada, Puerto Rico, U.S.
Wait,
I
Brent, so
know
you're from
Puerto
Canada?
Rico's a country.
No.
No,
where are
I'm
you from?
just saying, like in general.
I'll tell you another time.
That's for the next episode. Watch out. Next episode he's in. Oh,
Which is the next one? Thank you.
the next one probably. Yeah, watch out.
Yeah.
This guy's loyal.
Oof. Well, thank you guys for sticking in. If you actually made it to the end, I'm really glad for you. You got an hour to spare.
Wait, what?
And I'll see you. Well, you guys hear me next time on next
Take care,
episode.
you awesome people.
Remember to leave a thumbs up
Hello.
if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't become that negative negative part of me. Carry on my name.
If
And
you leave a thumbs down, you're not.
But
Just think about your life choices before you leave that thumbs down.
Leave blue, not gray. You don't
oof,
want gray to shine. You want the blue to stay.
deep thoughts. Alright guys, take care.